Well, hello there, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com, back for another trading card video. This time we're going to be ripping a box of MH02, which is the second full release of the Studio Ghibli Mitaka Museum set. So these are Studio Ghibli trading cards. My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, all those awesome movies, right, will be in here. Before we open this up, though, let's look at our top cards for the day. I always like to keep track of sort of my favorite cards that I pulled and stuff, just to kind of help sort of show how things are progressing throughout the week, right? So this was our second place card. It's a PR rarity from the Star Wars pre-release featuring Jango Fett's helmet. Beautiful card, really great card. I didn't actually pull this. I was given this by the vendor. But I'm going to retire this for now. And this was our first place card, and it's still amazing. This is a Culture Shocks, so this is the top rarity in Cardsmith's Street Fighter set, and it's Ken, who is an awesome character. This card is often graded and sold for, a couple $100, so a very good card, and it has been my first place for a long time, but I'm going to demote it to second because we pulled something really cool from Meow World. Firefighter Cat. It's not even that rare. So this is not that rare of a card. It's not worth a lot or anything like that. It's just an AI image of a cat dressed as a firefighter. And yeah, I love it. So this is now my favorite card. And that's going to be first place. So there we go. Now on to this. So this, like I said, is Studio Ghibli trading cards. There's a lot of different sets of Studio Ghibli. There's been two Mitaka Museum sets, and both of them had a pre-release and a full set. So if you're looking for these, it can get confusing because there's a lot of different boxes. But this blue box is, this specific blue box here with MH02 on the front, this is the very latest one. So this is, if you want to get into it, this is where you should probably start. It has the most card variety and that kind of stuff. Although the older sets are also great. One of them is out of print now. It has like thinner cards and stuff too, so it's not as interesting. What is super interesting about these, though, is this logo here, Cartoon House. So this logo we see on many sets, and it's an interesting thing because we never really understood who this was until we saw these phone numbers on the back. So these two phone numbers belong to the company that makes the Star Wars pre-release set. That's their phone number. So that tells us that this is their logo. So this logo isn't on the Star Wars box, but because the phone numbers here, we're able to link Star Wars phone number to this phone number to this logo. And now we know that whenever we see this logo, we're looking at the Star Wars pre-release company. And that means that we're likely looking at bootleg cards. So I've been asked before if these are legit. I don't know, and that's the truth. I honestly just don't know. But because I don't know, I have to assume they're not. That's the safest assumption. Unless someone out there can, give me the licensing papers or something to prove this, we have to assume that it's a bootleg set. It's still an awesome set. Still has a secondary market. You can sell these on eBay, especially the higher rarity cards. And it comes with some really awesome cards. Like the set has a really cool set list with tons of different types of cards and all sorts of different miniature insert sets and things. And at the top end, there are coin cards, gold and silver coin cards that you can pull, and those sell for hundreds of dollars. So definitely worth collecting the set if you're interested at all in Studio Ghibli cards. And you're going to get 12 cards in the box, 12 packs in the box, sorry. Each pack's going to have 2 cards in it. And this kind of, the back of it looks like. They all have a map to the museum. This is an actual museum. Although I've never been able to link these to the museum. Like I've never been able to prove that these were sold at the museum or anything like that. There are definitely different. Like this is a much thicker one here. But we're not gonna I'm gonna play that game. We're gonna open this entire box today because I have 4 of those boxes, so we can open the whole thing. See everything that this set has to offer. So our first pack is going to be just what I consider base configuration. So base configuration for the set is 1 SSR and 1 UR. SSRs are the lowest rarity base cards in the set. And so there's a Princess Mononoke SSR for you. Right there. And then this Spirited Away of the dad when he turned into a pig. Remember when they eat the food, they turn into animals. Is a UR. And it has some excellent stamping all around the imagery, so you can kind of see that gold stamped onto it everywhere. Great looking cards, and nice, nice thick stock too. So really, yeah, from the Star Wars company, a great set here. Although it likely suffers from the same, I haven't opened enough to know, but it likely suffers from the same distribution issues as that other set. Meaning that, I guess we can tell here, but yeah, okay, so yeah, definitely it does. So what I mean by that is that the cards are not as randomly inserted into the box as you would want. And so what that tells you, what that means is that like once you pull a UR4, you know you're going to pull 2 or 3. You're going to pull cards around that number because they were all printed on the same sheet, right? And so that's the sheet that ended up in this pack. So it's the same here, SSR 32, SSR 33, right? So we're going to pull clusters of SSRs and URs and not totally random distribution, which is what you would want. And the reason this is kind of bad is because if you buy a box and you start to pull distribution you already have, you're never going to get one you don't have, right? You're just going to keep getting these same cards over and over again. Okay, so these are interesting. This is Mononoke Hito. So Mononoke no Hito is like that's a kanji for princess. Mononoke princess. Princess Mononoke. So, sorry, in Japanese. So these are here. These kind of curvy characters here are the hiragana alphabet in Japanese. And it's a phonetic alphabet, so the characters represents phonemes or sounds that you can make. So this is mo, no, ke, right? Mo, no, ke. And so when you say the sound, you're, speaking like Japanese. And then this is hime or princess. I often get comments that I don't know how to read Japanese. That's not true. I can read Japanese. I can't read Chinese, but I can read Japanese. I'm not like as good as like someone who's living there or anything. I'm not a translator, right? But I can obviously recognize quite a bit of the characters and things. I lived there for a long time. That's why I didn't just learn that by chance. I lived there and was kind of forced to learn this language. I say forced because like when I landed, I didn't know any of it at all. And we were in Tokyo train station, I remember, and I was just, because I landed at Narita Airport, and you take that train from Narita under the water into the Tokyo train station. And that train station is like a city onto itself. It's like 10 levels deep, and each level is like a full-on mall. It's just this huge thing, all underground. It's completely insane. Yeah, that was my first experience in Japan. I was just like, oh my God. And I remember the family that I was going to live with picked me up there at that train station, and we ate French fries. That was like my first meal. Just a plate of French fries. That's it. I think they were trying to like find some American food, and that was all they could find. And yeah, that started my journey there. Yeah, so pretty good cards, although so far we've only pulled base configurations. We haven't pulled any heat at all yet. And this set has a lot. Like there's, 10 or 12 different levels, and we've only looked at 2 here on the table. So there better be something good in here, because so far this has been a little bit of a dud. Okay, well, we got something. We got a CP. That's not the best. CP is the rarity right above UR. So it's something, but it still isn't a high rarity card. That's still a pretty low rarity card, although at least this one I don't have yet. My Neighbor Totoro. These CPs are vertical cards with this kind of floral arrangement. Oops. Looks like another base. The base isn't necessarily bad. I bought enough of these. I'm trying to put a binder together with them, so don't mind having the base. I wish there were more hits. If you just, like, I know you guys don't always see these videos in the same order I shoot them in, and so it's weird for me, but I just shot the Meow World video where I opened a full box of Meow World and ended up with like 8 base cards and 12 hits. So it was like the opposite of this, right? Where this is so many base and like no hits. That was like all base, or all hits, no base. Great stuff. But this is also a good study. I just not getting super lucky here today, which is expected. The last box of this I opened, I pulled a gold coin, so that was probably all the luck I'm ever going to get with this set. Was probably burned right there. So here's a dupe in the box. That happens again just because of distribution, and it's not being as random as it should be. You're going to get dupes in the box. What is for example, when I opened my first hobby box of Star Wars Chrome 2023, which is a Western set, I was like taken aback because there were no dupes in the entire box. 24 packs and not a single dupe. It was kind of an insane thing to see. So, but that's good distribution. That's what you're going to get. Another Totoro. Thanks. Then my next box was like all dupes. Still not really getting a lot of fire here for sure. Getting a lot of impact dupes, which I don't like. It's 2 URs that were duped in there. But maybe I just picked the wrong box. I didn't random these boxes off, so I might have just picked up the wrong one. So let's see. Oh, well, here's something, I guess. I hope it's not a puzzle. It's a prize card for the binder, I think. Yeah. So this is a prize card for the binder, which is the E prize, so like the lowest end prize. I don't think I'm going to try and redeem that. If I pull one of the better prizes, I'll do the redemption, but I don't think I'm going to redeem for a binder. I just don't want it. That kind of stinks because that probably took the spot of our big hit in the box. Unless, this is our last pack here, but yeah, not happening. So yeah, that was our whole box. Kind of, honestly, that was a disappointing box. I am not going to lie. I'm a little bit, not sad. I'm always happy to get cards. But this 3 UR dupes, 2 CPs is just not great. Not great for one of those boxes. They are cheap. I think I'm getting those now for $15, so can't complain too much. So this is the hit pack or box promo pack. So it should have something good in it, but again, it's not heavy enough to be a coin. So I'm not sure what it'll be. It's a SE, I guess. It says 7. Princess Mononoke, 1997. I'm not entirely sure what this is. I need to I need to go look at the flyer. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check out the flyer for this, find out what it is. I'll be right back. All right, so this is the SE rarity, which is not a very high rarity card. There's 5 levels above this card, and then like also some serial numbered sketch card type things at the very top end. So it's probably like 7 levels actually above this. What this is there's 4 cards in each of the movies. So this is Princess Mononoke, and 1997 is when it came out. This is the 7. There's also a 1997. There's 4 cards. You put them next to each other, they make like a single image within the numbers. So it's a pretty cool thing if you have them all. But you would need all of those, right? And then there's 3 sets of those. So there's 12 total cards at the SE level for 3 movies. Princess Mononoke, My Neighbor Totoro, and Spirited Away. So that's kind of what those are. All right, so like I said, not the most impressive box I've opened, but still can't complain. We did get some trading cards, which is what we're looking for. And we did win a prize, although it's the worst prize. I had checked it. E is definitely the worst prize. But yeah, there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'm gonna go eat lunch, and then I'll come back and do some more. Got a couple more cool videos planned for today. All right, yeah, catch you later.